Hi my tiny tigers and little dragons, I'm glad to be with you again today. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. You can watch those as many times as you like, as many times as your mom and dad let you do, so you can practice more and more. And again today I'll help you with some stuff from the big guys class. One of the things I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to do is really focus on our life lessons, on being helpful with mom and dad, on giving them time to do their own work, on cooperating nicely when they're helping you with your schoolwork, and also being kind and patient with your brothers and sisters. Okay, so let's get started. One of the things that we do in Big Guys class, one of the favorite things for Big Guys class is they have this thing called California Crazies that they do for the warm-ups. So I don't know if you know, but in California, like lots of other states and even our country, we have animals or plants that represent our state because they're unique to our state, or we have lots of them in our state. So it's all the same warm-ups that we normally do, they just have different names for them. So for example, we do our frog jumps up to the ceiling. Well, there's a California amphibian that represents our state, and that means an animal that lives in the water and on the land. And so the California amphibian is the red-legged frog. So let's do some jumps like a red-legged frog, okay? So I don't know if they jump differently from regular frogs, but let's jump really high and bring our knees up high, okay? So down really low and then up really high. Okay, so show me that 10 times. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, jump your eyes, pull your knees up really high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what's our California amphibian? The red-legged frog. That's right, that's right. Okay, so our California state flower is the golden poppy. So let's put our hands up on our head and we're just going to pop up and down. Okay, so little jumps just on one spot, pop up and down, pop up and down. That's right, good job, pop, pop. You can even do it spinning around and spin the other way. Good job. Okay, so our California state amphibian is a red-legged frog, and our California state flower is golden poppy. Okay, our California state bird, and you guys are really good about flying across the room, doing jumping jacks, we practiced some of that yesterday, is the valley quail, I believe, the valley quail. So let's just fly right here on the spot. So up, back, out, back. So flying. If you have space to fly, you can fly a little bit further away, a little closer. You can fly turning around. Good job, fly turning around. All right, so the big kids actually have a different name for that, spinning around. Those are called radar jumping jacks, but it's a fun way to fly, okay? So our California state amphibian is a red-legged frog. Our California state bird is a valley quail. And our California state flower is golden poppy that you can see on the roadsides. Okay, so let's do a couple of our stretches now that we're warmed up. So you all know stretch number 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think most of you know number 5. So let's see if we can go all the way up to number 6. That would be halfway through our daily dozen. So number 1 is one leg in the front. That's the way you remember it. And just keep your back up straight and lean as far forward as you can. You don't have to touch your toes, but just reach as far as you can with 2 hands. Okay, so stretch number 1. And then of course we have to do it on the other side. This is still stretch number 1. Maybe we call it stretch number 1.5. Right, so just reach as far as you can with 2 hands. That's great. Okay, so number 1 is with 1 leg in the front. Number 2 is with 2 legs in the front. So sit up tall and then lean forward, and then see how far you can reach. See how far you can reach with 2 hands to 2 legs. Stretch number 2. All right, so stretch number 3 is putting our feet wide apart. And I'll show you a couple of extra ways to do stretch number 3 today. So stretch number 3 can be done 3 ways. One is lean down to the side. So grab your foot and try to pull your ear down to your knee. If you had ears as big as an elephant, it would be easy, right? Okay, now the other way. So lean the other way. So don't lift your knee up to your ear. Bring your ear out to your knee. There we go. And then the way we normally do it, leaning down the middle. So pull your feet a little bit wider apart, sit up a little taller, and lean down the middle. Lean down the middle. That's great. I know some of you can put your heads or chests on the floor doing this. That's awesome. But just go as far as you can. You can even grab both feet and try to pull yourself a little bit further forward. There you go. Okay, great. So stretch number 4, remember, is making a 4-legged table. So some people call this a little low sushi table, but try to get your belt up as high as your knees. Let's try to stretch your shoulder a little bit. Good. If you're really careful, you can pick up one leg, or pick up the other leg, or pick up one hand, pick up the other hand, but try to get your belt really high in the air. There we go. Okay, stretch number 4 is a 4-legged table. Okay, stretch number 5, just put one leg over the top of the other. Now this is the thing to remember, is that whichever side of the knee is up, turn on the outside of that knee and turn towards your back, stretching like this. I know some of you little flexible, Gumby, little dragons, tiny tigers can't even feel what this is doing, but I'm old, I can feel what this is doing, which is stretching out some of the muscles that we need to kick with. So now we're going to do the other side, and then look the other way. So put your arm on the other side of your leg and stretch the other way, looking behind you. And then remember, number 6 is looking at the ceiling like a seal. So have your legs straight and up like this. Okay, so like this, legs down and straight, and then up, and look at the ceiling like this. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's review some of the things we did yesterday. So we did high block yesterday. Remember, like this, where we have both hands closed with our thumbs on the outside, our knees bent, and we change hands on the outside of the other arm, and this ends up way over our head as well as in front of our head. So up, over our head, as high as you can reach with your elbow, and then pull your hand up over your head like this. And remember, the other hand is going back behind you. Okay, so let's try some of those really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, so the new kick we worked on yesterday was crescent kick, so that we learned how to do inward and outward, okay? This is the one we usually call circle kick, inward and outward crescent kick. So let's see if we remember outward crescent kick. Remember, it goes with the outside edge of the foot on the pinky side. So the easiest way is to cross your feet and then swing your leg like this. Ready? Cross your feet, one over the other, and swing on the pinky side outside, okay? So outward crescent, circling this way, away from your body, and you can just follow me. I'll do a little slower, big circle, and then try to get a tiny bit higher each time, higher, okay? So that's outward crescent. Inward crescent, remember, is on our big toe side. Do you remember what the big toe is called? Robusta toe, big strong toe, okay? So this one goes from the outside to the inside. So like this, big circle, big circle, big circle, big circle. That's right. Okay, so now let's see if we can do both of those. Remember this? Inward, cross our foot over, keep our balance. Outward, there we go. Inward, cross, outward. time. Inward, cross, outward. Okay? Inward, cross, outward. Okay, so one of the new ideas I want to get to today on kicking is some kicks we have to pull our foot back really quickly from where we were aiming. Crescent kick, we don't have to do that way. We can, but that's a different kick. But front kick, we need to do that one. So lots of you are doing really, really strong, high front kicks, but you're kind of kicking like this, or maybe you're kicking like this and then dropping your foot after. So what we're going to work on is called refolding, or pulling our foot back. And in the big guys class, we do forms with lots of front kicks in them, and we have to refold our foot. So what we're going to do is pull it in and out. So you still let your leg go all the way straight, then pull it back quickly. I'll show you a few, okay? Out and in. Out and in. So I'll show you that a little slower. So what you're doing is kicking, but keeping your knee up in front of your chest and refolding your foot, okay? Kick in front of you, but keep your knee up in front of you. So you point your knee at the target and then flick your foot and then down, okay? So front kick, snapping out and back in again. Snap out, back in again, okay? So refolding front kicks. Refolding front kicks, all right? So if mom and dad can hold something for you, you can aim at that and make sure that you're coming back off it, but don't drop your knee. One of the ways you can check that is to do, if you have the balance, you can have somebody help you, hold on to something, is do 2 kicks in a row. So 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2. So that checks that we have our balance. Okay? Or you can even count up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, can you do 100 like that? And that would be pretty hard, right? Okay, so that's our new one for today, is refolding kicks. And a great one to start on is refolding front kicks. Okay, thanks everyone. Practice those things. 2 new things the last 2 days. Inward and outward crescent and front kick refold. Thanks very much, everybody. Sorry, it's that time again. Instructor jokes. As you can see, I'm wearing my green for St. Paddy's Day. So, why do people wear shamrocks on their lapels on St. Patrick's Day? Because regular rocks are too heavy. Okay, that was so bad. One more. What do you get when you cross poison ivy with a 4-leaf clover? A rash of good luck. Thanks. See you tomorrow.